See, a straight wire carrying electric current is moving out of plane of paper and is perpendicular to it. So if you have the plane of paper to be this and this is perpendicular to the plane of paper, you're having this wire. Okay. So what is the direction and type of induced magnetic field? So what will be the type of induced magnetic field they are asking? So see, it is not the induced current. Induced magnetic field is because of the current flowing through this wire, how magnetic field gets created or induced. That is the idea. So you don't get confused over here, this word. Because induced electric field, you have to go with Fleming's right hand rule and all that. இது என்னமா just ஒரு straight current carrying conductor plane of paper க்கு perpendicular இருக்கு. அப்ப உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் how the magnetic field lines will be. There will be concentric circles on the plane.
Concentric circle.
Right. So direction என்னவா இருக்கும்? It is moving out of the plane of paper. Paper விட்டு வெளியே வருது. So when you hold it, you can see that it is in anti-clockwise direction. Your fingers will wrap around this particular wire. Correct? So how will you write? On the plane of paper, it appears as what? Concentric circles. So either எழுதுறதுக்கு 1 mark and the direction in the direction is anti-clockwise direction. How did you find this as anti-clockwise direction? By
right hand thumb rule.
Yes. So all these points should be mentioned in your answer. Clear? So what is it? For this one, on the plane of paper as concentric circles, you can see that either எழுதுறதுக்கு half plus half 1 mark. Again, direction is anti-clockwise, adukku half mark, and right hand thumb rule mention பண்றதுக்கு half mark. So totally 2 marks for this question. So as per the question, a current carrying straight conductor is placed in east-west direction. So the conductor is placed in east-west direction. So current is flowing in this direction from east towards west. And so the magnetic field, Earth's magnetic field, you know that it flows from north to south. So what is it? If this is the plane of the paper, okay, which is it? When this is the plane of the paper, what do you have? On the plane of the paper, the current carrying conductor has been placed and from north to south. That is, this north is away from you and south is towards you. So magnetic field line is moving towards you. This plane of paper in imagine panina. Okay. So plane of paper la magnetic field line is moving towards you. And from your left towards right, from east to west, the current is flowing. So what is it you will do? By which rule? By Fleming's
Left hand rule.
left hand rule. Why do you use left hand rule? Because you have to find the direction of force experienced. So force experienced is given by Fleming's left hand rule, mutually perpendicular. You have to open up the first 3 fingers and you have to point from north to south. That is towards you. You have to point your magnetic field. Magnetic field is given by which one? It will be given by your forefinger. So forefinger you will point towards you and your middle finger you will be pointing it from your right towards left. This is pointed by the middle finger. If you open up the 3 fingers of your left hand like this, you can see that the thumb points in the upward direction. Okay. If this is the plane of paper, in that case, your thumb, the direction of your thumb will be upward. From out of the paper, you can say. Clear? So what is it? When you determine this by Fleming's left hand rule, then the direction of force. What is it? Is out of the plane of paper. Okay. So imagine it is placed on a paper, the current carrying conductor, then you will be having it out of the plane of paper. Either எழுதுறதுக்கு 1 Fleming's left hand rule apply பண்ணிருக்கோன்றத mention பண்ணும் and out of the paper, if in case it is placed on a plane of paper எழுதுறதுக்கு 1 mark. And then அதுல A subdivision, reversing the direction of flow of current. So reverse பண்ணோம்னா in direction of what is it? Force is also reversed. How? Into the plane of paper. Correct? But magnitude will be the same. Magnitude of the force is the same. Okay. Now the third part of the question is doubling the magnitude of current. So in the second part answer பண்றதுக்கு 1 mark. Now when this is doubling the magnitude of current, what will happen? Magnitude of force is also
Is double.
doubled. But direction is same. You have to discuss about both magnitude and direction. Okay, only then you will get the complete 1 mark. Illana half mark that you will get. If you have written magnitude of force is only doubled அப்படின்னு எழுதுனீங்கன்னா அதுக்கு half mark தான் வரும். Direction is same, but the magnitude now gets doubled. So இதை எழுதுறதுக்கு 1 mark. So totally 3 marks for this question. Okay. So here the electron's direction is given. Question number 3, the electron enters a magnetic field at right angles to it as shown in this diagram. Either நீங்க plane of paper னு imagine பண்ணினா, in the plane of paper electron, it is moving towards you. உங்க முன்னாடி ஒரு paper இருக்குன்னா, this electron is moving towards you. So you can very easily identify that the current is flowing away from you because conventional direction of current is always opposite to the direction of electron. So current is moving away from you. So using Fleming's left hand only, you can find the direction of force that has been asked in the question. So left hand like 3 fingers, when you open it mutually perpendicular, you have to make sure current which is denoted by the middle finger, right? So the middle finger should be pointing away from you. And magnetic field is going from left to right. So which finger? The forefinger should point left to right and middle finger should point away from you. So when you open up your left hand, which with these 3 fingers, you can very easily see that the thumb points in the downward direction. Clear? You have to make sure the forefinger is pointing from your left towards right and the middle finger is pointing away from you. Okay, then what happens? Into the page, downward la irukku ungaloda thumb. So downward la irukna enna artham? It is going into the page nu sollalam. So the force or direction enna? It is into the page. Why is it into the page? So you have to write by
using
Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, what is that you will write? When you open up, and the 3 mark question, you have to explain everything. 3 fingers. Inge vandu current or electron or direction. It is towards us. Therefore, current will be away from us. Okay, and a magnetic field or direction enama? It is from your left to right. Therefore, when you open up the Fleming's when you open up the left hand, this rule solidno adukapprama in the explanation idukku 1 mark, and finally for finding out it is into the page nu eludradhukku it is 1 mark. So when you open up the 3 fingers, you can see that the thumb points, what is it? Where does it points?
into
Downwards. Downwards. Therefore, it is into the page. Okay. For writing this one, you will be getting 3 marks total. See, this is a plane of paper, and as per the diagram given, north is here and south is here. So always field lines, magnetic field line will be pointing from north to south. So this is pointed by the forefinger because magnetic field in case of Fleming's left hand rule, because you have to find the force, we'll be using what? Fleming's left hand rule. So left hand rule, the forefinger represents what? The magnetic field. So that should be pointing in this direction. And the current is moving what? From south towards north. That is away from you, you can say. Okay. What is it? The current is pointing away from you. You're able to imagine these two are actually perpendicular lines. I'm drawing it like a 3-dimensional thing. Fine. So the mutual direction will be this one. Right? What is it? It is coming out of the paper or it is going into the paper. This is a plane of paper. So on the mutually third direction, you should be having the force acting. So on the force or a direction, upward or downward, you have to now check. So how will you use your Fleming's left hand? You have to open up the three fingers such that this current's direction, which is denoted by the middle finger will be pointing away from you. Okay. And your forefinger will be pointing towards your left. So you can see when you open up your three fingers like that, the thumb finger is pointing upwards. Right? Your thumb will point what? Upwards. So where is it going? It is coming out of the page. Upwards na enna page vandu ungalku munadi irukra or notebook. So upwards endradhu enna page vittu veliya varudundradhu dhaan artham. So it is coming out of the page. Illena if in case the other way around irundhaduna into the page nu eludhirpinga. So over here, because of this left hand rule, you will have it coming out of the page. Clear about this?
Ma?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.